Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is your intermediate code generation. This is a new phase. Okay. Now, what happens in this phase? This is basically a optimization phase. We have two optimization phases. One is your intermediate code generation and another one is your code optimization. If a code is completely optimized in the intermediate code generation, then the code optimization phase becomes optional. Okay. So, what are the different representations of intermediate code generation that we are going to discuss in this video today? So, intermediate code generation, what are the different representations? The different representations are, first one is your 3 address code. Okay. Next is your quadruple. Okay. Next is triple, and the last one is your indirect triple. Okay. To explain all these phases, what we have to do? We have to take a common example and explain it, what happens in all the optimization phases. Now, we will start with your 3 address code. Okay. As the name suggests, first one is your 3 address code. Okay. As the name suggests, there has to be 3 fields. How it will be? Let us take an example. A star minus B plus C. Okay. Now, the concept of temporary registers I have already explained in my previous videos. So, what is your temporary register? That means what? As and when required, we will take that registers and store the values, and the work is done, we will release those registers. Okay. Now, see. So, there is no assignment. You can see over here in this example, there is no assignment. Only there is an expression A star minus of B plus C. So, what is this minus of B plus C? Minus of B plus C, that means types of operator we have already studied. You might have studied that in your previous junior semesters also. Single minus is there and some expression is there in the bracket, that means it is your unary minus. Okay. And what we call it over here? U minus. Okay. So, how to write that? See, first I am taking a temporary register T1, take the registers in this form T1, T2, T3 like this. Okay. Now, what I am doing? T1 is equal to B plus C. That means, the value of B plus C is now stored in T1. Okay. Then T2. What is the expression? Look at the expression. Look, expression is what? Minus of B plus C. Now, where is B plus C stored? It is stored in T1. Now, what is this minus? It is unary minus. So, what I will write now? U minus, instead of B plus C, now I can write U minus T1. Okay. Now, where is this value stored? This entire value is now stored in your T2. Now, what is the expression? A star minus of B plus C. Minus of B plus C is in T2 now. So, next I will take T3 is equal to A star T2. Now, you can check in this expression what happens. Now, see, what is the topic? 3 address code. Now, see, 1, 2 and 3. So, how many fields are there? T3 is 1, A star T2 is 1 and equal to is 1. So, how many fields are there? 3 fields. So, this is called as your 3 address code. Okay. Then the next example is for your quadruple. Okay. Okay. So, here again I am taking an example, a new expression I am taking. A is equal to B star minus C plus B star minus C. Now see, I have taken a different example. Here we are having assignment operator. Now we will see how we will solve it. Okay. I am showing all the steps now. First I will construct the 3 address code for the given expression. 3 address code in short is written as TAC, TAC. Okay. Now see, how to take the expression completely depends upon you, but there are 2 operators, better is take the unary operators first. So I am taking T1 is equal to U minus C. Okay. Then what is T2? B star minus C. Now minus C is stored in T1. So T2 is equal to what? B star T1. Now there again a question comes. Now what is the question? See, these expressions are repeated. Okay. That means same expressions we need twice. Okay. For that twice, 2 times we have to take, twice or 2 times we have to take the same expression in different variables, because when we assign these values to A, we have to take 2 different variables. If you are taking it once, it will be overwritten. Okay. Overwriting is not allowed over here, because the property of temporary register is what? If you save one value, then you again save one more value to the same temporary register, then it will overwrite the previous expression. So we cannot take this. Okay. Same procedure, take T3 is equal to again U minus C. Okay. Then take T4 is equal to B star T3. Again T5 is equal to, what is this expression? B star minus C plus B star minus C. So where is B star? T1, it is in T2, again the same thing is in T4. So I can write T5 is equal to T2 plus T4. Now the entire expression is in T5 now, but here is an assignment operator. So what I will write the last one? A is equal to T5. So now see, again 3 fields, A is equal to T5. So this is your 3 address code representation. Okay. Now what is the topic? Our topic is quadruple. As the name suggests, how many fields will be there? 4 fields will be there. Now we will see how the 4 fields are to be constructed. Okay. For the same expression, we will be doing that. Okay. Now see, what will be the fields? The fields will be, we have to construct a table. Okay. First one is hash. That means we will give a line number. Okay. Then operator, argument 1, argument 2, and the last one is your result. So this is the line number. So leave it. So how many fields are there? See, operator, argument 1, argument 2 and result. So total how many fields? 4 fields are there. Now we will see how we will represent the expression in a quadruple. That means when a question will be asked to construct a quadruple, first we have to construct a 3 address code. Now directly what we will do? We will enter the 3 address code into this table. But one thing we have to remember, line number you have to take and put it that into bracket. Otherwise it will be simply considered as an integer, which will give you a wrong expression. Okay. Now see, what is the first expression that we have done? T1 is equal to U minus C. So directly we will enter it. Now see, for line number 0, what is the operator? The operator is U minus. What is the first argument? C. Second operator we do not have because it is a unary operator. Where it was stored? T1. Okay. Next, line number 1. What was the operator? Star. What was the first argument? T1. Second argument was B, because it was B star U minus C. So star T1 B, you can interchange the position of B and T1, both are same. Now it is stored in T2. Next comes your line number 2, again the same expression, U minus C, and it is stored in T3. Next comes your line number 3. Operator is your star, same T3, B and stored in T4. Okay. Okay. Next, what was the expression? Line number 4, it was your plus operator, and what were the arguments? One argument was T2, one argument was T4 and it was stored in T5. Okay. Then the last line number 5, where assignment operator was there, equal to, where was the value? Result was in T5. So, first argument is T5, where it was stored in the result was A. Only one argument will be there and it will be stored in A. Okay. So, this is the representation of a quadruple. Now, easy access, how to do that? So, whenever a question will be asked you to construct a quadruple, always a better practice is you have to construct the 3 address code first, then directly enter the 3 address code into your quadruple. That is always a better practice. Okay. To get correct answers, it is always a better practice. Okay. Now, next comes your triple. I will do the same example for triple so that it will be clear. Okay. Next is your triple. Again triple, as the name suggests, how many fields will be there? 3 fields. 3 fields. See, I have also told you in 3 address code we are having 3 fields. That means we are having 3 address. Okay. Here fields means as in quadruple, here we are having 4 fields. Here we will construct a table for the triple and it will have 3 fields. Okay. Let me construct the table first. Expression is same. I am writing the expression again for your convenience. B star minus C plus B star minus C. Okay. Now I am constructing the table. So, as per the name suggests, how many fields will be there apart from your line number 3? Okay. I am writing here hash. Okay. Then operator, argument 1 and argument 2. It is same as the quadruple, only what we are not using? We are only not using your result field. Okay. Same thing, replicate this, but we will not use the result field. So, how to do? See, first is line number 0, write U minus C. Now, here again a question comes. Here in quadruple result field was there. So, we were showing the temporary register where the values were stored, but here we are not having the result field. Then what is the difference? The difference is that triple actually works as a pointer. Pointer concept we have already studied in your C. Okay, C++ we have studied. Okay. Though if it is working as a pointer, that means where it will be stored? The result will be stored in the line number. The line number that we have entered in the quadruple comes into picture over here. Okay. Now, same thing you will replicate 1 leaving the result field 1. So, star. Okay. Now, instead of T1, what you will write? Now, the result is stored in what? Line number 0. So, instead of temporary register T1, write here 0. Then B. Then line number 2, U minus C. Second unary operator is stored in line number 2. Then comes your line number 3, star. Then in place of again the variable is your T3, in place of that we will use line number 2 and B. Then comes line number 4. 4 is your plus, expression is stored in line number 1 and line number 3. So, 1 and 3. Okay. And the last one, it's your line number 5 is equal to one argument will be A and another argument will be your line number 4, which stores the entire expression. Okay. So, this is the difference between your quadruple and triple, 3 fields. Now, the last type of optimization that you are going to read over here is your indirect triple. Indirect triple has used your pointer concept. The same concept will be used over here, but two different line numbers will be used. Okay. For this, what I will do, I will draw a table first. It will have two fields because only we are dealing with your line numbers. So, hash, then another one is your statement. Okay. Now, see where we have ended the line numbers. We have ended the line numbers with 5. Now, we will start with the line number 6. Which one it will store? The first line number 0, then 7, 1, 8, 2, 9, 3, 10, 4, 11, 5. That means what? Only we will use two different types of pointers to store the value. Okay. Indirect triple is the simplest one, but it always comes along with your triple. Now, what is the easy way of constructing these tables? Now, see, any expression is given to you. Let us say the question is 3 address code is not asked. The question is asked about quadruple. Then the first thing that you have to construct is you have to construct a 3 address code. Then for the corresponding 3 address code, what you will do? You will construct the quadruple and simply do the entries for the 3 address code in the quadruple. Okay. Then comes your triple. Do the same thing, but only you have to eliminate the result column and store the things that were stored in the temporary register in the line number. Okay. And in indirect triple, we will use both the line numbers. Okay. One thing here is very important to remember. This is the optimization phase. Optimization phase means what? Actually, what we are doing over here. See, we have studied two types of complexities. One is your time complexity. Another one is your space complexity. Here we are dealing with the space complexity. Optimizing means we are using that many amount of memory space that is required in minimum so that we can optimize the code. Okay. Now, if the code, any code means any expression given to you is completely optimized in the intermediate code generation phase, then the 3 phases that we are having, intermediate code generation, code optimization and target code generation. If it is completely optimized in intermediate code generation, then this code optimization phase becomes optional. We will not be executing the code optimization phase, and after intermediate code generation, we will be going to target code generation. Okay. These are simple and individual topics. Okay. Questions will come to construct these values. Okay. An expression will be given. Okay. So, in the next class, we will be studying some related topics after this phase, that is your code optimization and target code generation. Okay. If you like the videos, if you understand the topic, please do like, share and subscribe the channel for further updates. Thank you.